Blast to the future with the Monster Blaster. It is the boombox reimagined. This thing's designed for all environments. It's splash resistant, use it indoors and outdoors. It's got 7 speakers in it, including a powered subwoofer, which really makes this thing blast. You can get yours by going to PLUGHITZLive.com/monster.
Hi, I'm Marissa with PLUGHITZ Live, part of the Tech Podcast Network here at Panono. Here we have Jonas. Can you tell us about what we have right here?
Hi. So that's the Panono, a 360 photo camera, and it's the highest resolution one in the market. So it has a resolution of 16K by 8K, which is like 4 times of the next camera. So that means that you can get really sharp photos where you can actually zoom in, look all around you, and you can share that on your own website, right? Or put it on Facebook, put it in a VR headset, of course. Use it to promote a flat that you're renting out or a restaurant that you have, and this kind of stuff.
Wow, so have you tried this on a VR headset before?
Yeah, sure. We also have some at the booth. So it's really nice. Of course, the resolution on the headsets is not that high yet. So we actually have much higher resolution than the headsets can provide right now. But that's going to come in handy in the future. And I think everybody already used panoramic photos on the internet. Basically, Google Street View is just that, right? A collection of 360 photos. So we can create similar content, only that you can create that and use that for promotion for your own store. Or if you're a journalist, you can cover a war zone, for example, right? And you can bring your viewers in and you share that content on your own website so they can look all around them and experience that situation that the journalist was in.
Okay, well, you're the co-founder and CEO of this, so can you tell us why you wanted to make this?
Yeah, so originally the camera, like some might still know it, right, was all about throwing. So you would throw the ball in the air and would capture an image at the highest point. So we are not about that anymore, right? Only like 5% of our users actually do that. So most now buy it for the very high quality. So it's the only camera that can give you this resolution, which is high enough for still images. So for example, Getty Images used that to cover the Olympics last year, and then Facebook bought that content and put it into the Oculus photo application for the Gear VR headset. So this kind of professional application, and then a lot of industrial uses as well, like even covering construction sites or insurance companies using it. So it's really B2B professional high-end use now, and so the throwability is really a legacy feature now. But that's where it was coming from.
Great. So using this in the professional use, can you tell us more about what kind of people use this?
Yeah, for example, if you own a restaurant, right, you can take a 360 photo of your restaurant, you can upload that to Google, and then if people Google you, it will show up in the search result next to your listing of your store, so people can click on it and look around in your restaurant before they go there, so it's a nice promotional tool there. If you have a flat, for example, or a house that you want to sell or rent out, you can have a virtual tour where you can go from the living room to the kitchen, right? And then really walk through that flat without going there. So you can reach a lot more potential buyers online without them having to actually physically come into that space, right? So that's a huge marketing advantage that you have. And then journalists, we already covered that. And a construction site, for example, it's very common that these construction sites get documented by normal photos by both the company building it and the customer of them. So basically that they can sue each other in the end if something goes wrong, right? So that's already being done with normal photos, and with 360 photos you get the whole context. You know, like, okay, this is the 5th window from the left, right? You don't have to label everything, and you get the whole picture, and with all the details you cover everything, and it's even quicker than doing all the photos. So there's a huge advantage there. Same for insurance companies, right? You can go in a house, capture every room, so the insurance company knows what is in the rooms and what they actually insured. They can give a more accurate and then cheaper offer to the customer, so it's good for the customer. And if there's a case of damage, like a fire or burglary or something, they can go and look, they can document that event, the fire or whatever, and they can also look at the old photos and compare like what is actually missing, so what has to be reimbursed. So it's also a huge time and money saver there. So these industries, construction and insurance, are very huge, and they're like active all over the world, obviously. So that's an area where we're expanding greatly as well.
Wow, this has a lot of uses. How about the actual cameras inside?
So there are 36 camera modules. Each has a resolution of 3 megapixels. So 3 times 36, 108 megapixels in total. And then this gets stitched together, which means kind of blended together to have a seamless image, like here, right? So this is actually kind of a promotional image for for a vacation destination. It's kind of Myanmar in this case here. So you see there are no lines or anything visible. So that happens after you take the photo. In our cloud, these single pictures, the 36 of them, get blended together, and then they form a 16K by 8K final image. And to compare that, Gear 360, for example, has only 8K by 4K, so you have 16K by 8K, so X and Y direction 4 times the number of pixels. So 4 times more resolution than anything else.
I'm looking at the photo right now, and it is seamless and it's beautiful.
Thanks.
And also about this is that I can see that it's on a tripod, but there's also a adapter, right, for putting your own tripod on it.
Yeah, so this is our special tripod, but you can use your own as a normal adapter. So you can also use that to mount it on other things like drones, for example. People do that to mount it on a long pole. So for example, the image we just saw, that was actually mounted on a long pole, or here this one as well. So you're kind of floating above the water here. So you can do that with the adapter as well. And there's a small selfie stick with a button on it, right? So you can just hold it up, take a picture that way. So that works as well.
Yeah. And also about this product, what are what's the size and dimensions of it?
So I would say it's about the size of a grapefruit, right? And it's about 1 pound in weight.
Wow, that's really good for a 360 camera.
Thanks.
Is there anything else you'd like to mention about the product?
No, I think the main point is that it's just 4 times the resolution of anything else, and basically the only camera you can use for still images right now that gets you a decent quality, right? So that's why I get the images and other people are using it.
These are very crystal clear images. Even if you zoom in, I can still see the sharpness of the image.
Yeah, thanks. So that's what it's all about.
So where can people go to find more about your product?
So just go to our website, panono.com. That's panono.com. We have a web shop online. You can buy it there. We ship worldwide. And you can also check out the images that, basically the list that you see here. These are the featured images of our users. So if you set the image to public, it starts also as private, of course. But if you set it to public and it's really good, then we feature it. So you can see that same list on our website, and you can just check out what our users are doing. And these are really some amazing images, right? So for example, this here is somewhere in Switzerland. Any destination basically that you can imagine is in there.
Can you tell me the price of this?
So it's $2,000 plus VAT and shipping, of course.
And also here today is a bag and the tripod.
Yeah. So there are some accessories like a small case that goes around it, a special bag that has a compartment for the camera. And yeah, the tripod is new, not yet on our website, but will soon be. So that's optimized so that nothing is in the picture. And yeah, so but it works very well with normal tripods as well. So
when are you hoping to put this on the market?
The camera?
The tripod.
The tripod. That will be available in 1 or 2 weeks.
Great. Thank you so much. For more coverage of CES 2017, go to PLUGHITZlive.com.